It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi, guys, and welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Thank you for being here today. Today's video is on one actor that wouldn't replace Don Knotts on the Andy Griffith Show. He just wouldn't. Andy Griffith Show had to make do without one of their most popular actors in the late Don Knotts. They'd end up trying to replace the Barney Fife role with another actor. They briefly talked about felt it would have been a bad idea, and they were right. Knotts left the Andy Griffith Show in a bit of a bind after he left the iconic series. His departure from the show was somewhat amicable, as the comic actor only wished to explore new career opportunities. He was also under the impression that the series would only last for 5 seasons at most. The Griffith Show, however, would run for 3 more years, so Knotts had to make an important and difficult decision regarding his career. I had focused all my attention in that direction, and I just went ahead. And it's a tough time for me because I enjoyed the Griffith Show so much that I hated to leave. I never expected it to go on, Knotts once said, according to Foundation interviews. After Knotts left the show, a wide net was cast in an attempt to snag up a replacement. Jerry Van Dyke, younger brother of Dick Van Dyke, confided that he was talked to about filling Knotts' shoes. Van Dyke is already well acquainted with Andy Griffith and considered him to be a close friend. We did a movie called Angel in My Pocket, and I went on the road with him doing an act, Van Dyke once told Pop Dose. Me and Don Knotts too, but I was a stand-up comic, so I had an act. I closed the show, and me and Don and Andy, we broke the record at the time at the Caesar's Palace. But then they went to a lot of other places too, performing on stage. I also did the Andy Griffith Show as well. I was very close to him. I bought his house, as a matter of fact, his house in Toluca Lake, so I knew him really well. Van Dyke asserted that replacing Knotts in the Griffith Show never left the discussion stage. I'm sorry, I'm losing my place on this, but he had no intention of doing the show either way. They were talking about it, Van Dyke said. They did a show, and I appeared where I basically played Don Knotts' part. I was a carnival guy, and my mother knew Aunt Bee, and, well, that was the episode. It was a very funny episode, and I know they wanted me to do it, but I never had a real offer for it. I know they were kicking it around, though, but I wouldn't have taken it anyway. It would have really been a dumb move. And he's right. I'm sorry for this jumping around. It's the iPad I'm using. But he's right. It would have been a dumb move. Just like hiring Jack Burns to play Warren and being a deputy. Dumb move. You just can't replace Don Knotts. And that's what they're trying to do. If they wanted to bring on another character to the show, that would have been great. But do not make him a deputy. I always thought the character, well, I've said this before, the character of Warren would have been fine had they not tried to make him a deputy. Had they tried not to give him Arnie's material. It just didn't work. And neither would this, in my opinion. All I got for you here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget, classic rural comedies, facts, or trivia. It is on the Beverly Hillbillies. And now B. Benaderet wanted to play Granny. So why was she cast as Aunt Pearl? Classic TV, facts, and trivia. Who's still alive from Father Knows Best? Let's rock country music, facts, and trivia. How Kiss inspired the new Joker movie. Last but not least, faith and entertainment is on Shahar Isaac, who plays Simon on The Chosen, and 10 facts about him. And it's pretty interesting. He's a pretty interesting feller. I mean, I had to take time off from The Chosen to go to Israel. He was in the Israeli National Guard and had to go over there when all this broke out. Called dedication, love for your country, I guess. But that's all I have for you here. I hope you guys will check out these other YouTube channels for me. It would make my day. It really would. I promise you. And I'll try to make them as entertaining as I can. You know how entertaining I am, right? Anyway, please subscribe. If you have not yet, please like this video. You guys have a great day. The links will be in the description below. God bless you, and I'm praying for you.